I'm Cantu from HotMetroFinance.com, and today I'm running a little late. I'm supposed to be here for a show for James BrownEagle Niemi, and he's got a show called From Surrealism to Symbolism. I'm supposed to meet Tracy Vitkay here, who's the art expert of Metro Detroit, so let's see if we can find her. Oh, by the way, this is the Michigan Union, and it's a very famous building for one specific reason. We're going to a surrealism show, and a lot of people don't realize this, but Salvador Dali actually had his first exhibition in surrealism right here. Actually, it was right up these stairs, back in the 20s. And he actually stuck his foot in a vat of milk while he read some poetry. And basically, it was Dada's poetry, and freaked out half the room. So, he's in this building. But let's go see if we can find Tracy, and I'll meet you later. I'm taking you to HotMetroFinance.com. Yeah.
Has anyone seen Ted Cantu? We're supposed to be here together shooting for Hot Metro Finance today, but hey, I'm Tracy Vitkay. I'll take you inside. Let's go see what's going on with James BrownEagle's Surrealism to Symbolism show. There he is. I see him, the artist himself, on the far side of the room. So he's busy talking to his guests, but we can still take a peek at what his new paintings and the paintings from his other collection that we've already seen. There's some new and some we've seen. So yeah, let's take a look at all these nice colorful pieces and see if we can find out what he's talking about from surrealism to symbolism. Hi, we finally made it here. Our team is complete. And we're happy to be at U of M's Student Union gallery.
It's called the Art Lounge at the Student Union on State Street, downtown Ann Arbor.
Yeah, and we've met James BrownEagle Niemi before.
Right.
But now this is a brand new, complete collection, and it's displayed brilliantly in this space here.
It's a wonderful room. It's a wonderful way to show off the style as it changed over the years. So as you walk in, you got the pieces that this is the oldest piece, and as you hang a left, let's go over here. So the theme of the show is called From Surrealism to Symbolism, and basically it's my take on, I used to be a strict surrealist, kind of painting very delicately with a small brush, but as the style goes on, I really want to say something different. I'm not interested in the surrealism part of it, and I want to be much quicker with the actual painting itself. For instance, this took months to do because it was all done with a small brush, and I love the painting itself. It's very personal to me. But as things get, I just want to paint quicker. And part of it stems from me being a musician. I'm a lead guitar player at Sebule Avenue. We'll see the album cover down here in a minute. And when you're playing lead guitar, it's you make it up on the spot. So the rhythm section is your blank canvas, and you're open to play anything you want that second. It doesn't have to be something worked out. And that's so far removed from the actual painting itself, where you have to, well, you know, because you're a wonderful artist as well, you have to come up with a composition, determine colors, and a lot of that stuff doesn't go away, but there's a way to paint it much quicker and in a more fluid manner and get the point across. And it just seems to me when that happens, the fluidity and the excitement of the composition is much more stronger. So as you go around the room and check out the paintings, it starts with 1997 and it'll end up in 2010, a piece I finished just last month.
Yeah, I always like like hearing about that creative process, like what you touched on.
Everybody's different, yeah.
It's really fun to hear, and especially because I have experienced some similar things.
Right.
And so for me, it's kind of like it's the creative process. Even though you're a musician and a visual artist, it's an expression.
Right. The guitar playing is an expression of art as well. You know, everybody does it differently, and it's all subjective. You know, people like certain things, people don't. But the two are kind of melding my head, you know, together. I'm trying to get where I can be more spontaneous on canvas the way I am live playing guitar, playing the guitar. You know.
And I think that's where things in art become the most fun, is because you're really taking, you know, who you are at the core. Not just
Correct.
I can paint and I know technique and color and composition, but I can create something.
Correct. And, you know, whether it takes months or it just takes the 30-second guitar solo that you can take. You know. For some reason, I want to make a painting that reflects that immediacy, and so things have changed as you go along, and the years change. You can see where the style has changed, and things are getting looser, things are loosening up, and there's big broad strokes. There's big broad strokes in lieu of all the tiny little detail that you can put on with all the fine little brushes. Basically, the fun of it is trying to pick small stuff with the biggest brush you can, and that's an interesting take I've learned, you know, is to paint things big, but still do the detail with the biggest brush that you can do it with. There's something about that gets a lot of things done very quickly, you know.
And it's a completely different challenge.
Correct. You know, you stand there, wow, I didn't know that was going to turn out that way. You know, you might see it in your head a little bit, you know, but when it comes out, it's much more fluid. You know, if you look at the later pieces, they're much more fluid and looser than some of these ones that are tighter, you know.
Well, that's a really excellent point. I'm glad that you mentioned that, especially being on the campus of U of M. There's an art school here.
There's an art museum right across the street.
Yeah, and this is all pretty significant to be, you know, here in the setting and hearing your take on what you've learned about technique over the years.
Right.
And I mean, this is more than 10 years of your work.
Correct, yeah.
And so what would you say to a student? Because I